Okay, let's go over how to sell pots that you do not have in your inventory. This will work the same for a pots invoice as well as a service work order. I'm going to scan in a pot number that I know I do not have in inventory. Okay, this happens to be a pot that's in my catalog file, but it's not in my inventory. It's something I never sold before, never had any activity with it. Now, when you see the three ashes in the bin location, that basically means this is a pot that we've never seen before. It got all the information there again from my catalog file. All I really need to do is type in a quantity. If the quantity was 1, I would just hit the Enter key. Now 3 buttons pop up. Obviously, if you need a special order for the customer, you're going to hit this particular button. You can watch the video on how to special order. In this case, we are going to pre-bill it. Pre-bill means I just want to put it on the invoice. I really have it in stock. I just didn't have time to put it in my system. Hit pre-bill. It allows me, if I wish, to change the quantity. In this case, now it put it on the invoice. So it knows exactly who I'm buying it from. It knows the particular pot. And now I'll be able to sell this to the customer, and it's going to record it in your sales journal and in general as a pre-bill pot, a pot that you did not have in inventory. Okay, another way to sell something you do not have in inventory. Let's type in a pot number that I know I do not have. Now, I'm going to hit the Enter key. Now, when I hit the Enter key, it's going to try to find that in inventory. It's looking for that pot number. Obviously, there's no such pot number in my system. Now, obviously, I can do a keyword lookup and try looking it up. I can look in a manufacturer file. You can go over the video on how to do searches for pot numbers. I knew I don't have this in inventory, so I'm just going to hit the escape key. So normally you would just type it in. As soon as the screen comes up, you hit the escape key. It comes back. Buttons pop up over here. I want to pre-bill it. Now, because it doesn't know anything about this particular, I need to type in, okay, who did I get it from? So, and now you need to type in the description. You're going to type in a quantity. You're going to type in a price. That's what you want to sell it for. Obviously, if you don't need to type in a cost, but it's preferred to type in the cost. So now I put this on my invoice or service work order. It has exactly what the pot number is. It has who I bought it from. Now, this is the preferred way to do this because now this will now add this pot to my inventory. So if I type in this pot number again, it will be in inventory. It will have the last price that I put in for it, and it'll have all the descriptions so you won't have to do this again. So it'll automatically stick it in the inventory for you. Now, another way to do that is this. Type in a pot number. But instead of hitting the Enter key, I'm going to hit the Tab key. When I hit the Tab key, it goes to the vendor. And I'm going to just type in the word open. Open is a keyword for us. We know this is an open item. You can type in anything you want. So now when I hit open, it comes up and says, okay, tell me what you're selling. And this here, you type in a description. You would type in a quantity. You would type in exactly what you're selling it for. If you want to put in a cost, you would do so. And now that is on my invoice. So these are 3 pots that I didn't have in inventory. One, obviously, they're both pre-built. This is an open item. Now, there again, it's preferred to use this method. If you use an open item, then you're going to get a report on how many open items you sold with all the dollar information. But if you use this method, you'll be able to see who you're buying it from and exactly how much money I spent with ADAP or whatever company. Okay, that's the 3 different methods of selling items that you do not have in inventory. Have a great day.